Here, let's do some quick prayers and then we can get on to verse number 7.5, Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Agyan Jnana Shlakya Chakshuramitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Staptam Yena Bhutale Samrupa Kadameyam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnacha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Saganara Gunatanitam Satim Sadhvetam Savdutam Krishna Setam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shiva Shakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranmami Hari Vancha Kalpatu Brihascha Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo 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 Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedante Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nishvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasi Go Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sat. Vachanam Pamulati Yad Kirpata Mundashi Gurun Din Taranam Paramananda Madhu Shitanesham Hariyam Tasat Narayan Keshava Okay, so let's make a start. We're doing verse 7.5. Everybody going on the phones? Ready? Ready to go?
If you go on Veda base, do you have one? Do you have one? If you type in Veda base.io,
Everybody ready? Okay, repeat after me please. Aprayam itastav anyam.
Aprayam itastav anyam.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Jiva bhutam mahabaho.
Jiva bhutam mahabaho.
Yedam daryate jagat.
Yedam daryate jagat.
Strike this one. Apriyam itastav anyam.
Aprayam itastav anyam.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Prakritim vidhi me param.
Jiva bhutam mahabaho.
Jiva bhutam mahabaho.
Yedam daryate jagat.
Yedam daryate jagat.
So apra means inferior, iyam means this, ita besides this, two, but, anyam another, prakritim energy, vidhi just try to understand, may my param superior, jiva bhutam comprising the living entities, mahabaho almighty one, yaya by whom idam this, daryate is utilized or exploited, and Jagat is the material world. So besides this Almighty Arjun, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. And then the purport, anybody wants to read the purport? Read the purport.
I don't want to read.
Here it is clearly mentioned that living entities belong to the superior nature or energy of the Supreme Lord. The inferior energy is matter manifested in different elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Both forms of material nature, namely gross, earth, etc., and subtle mind, etc., are products of inferior energy. The living entities who are exploiting these inferior energies for different purposes are the superior energy of the Supreme Lord, and it is due to this energy that the entire material world functions. The cosmic manifestation has no power to act unless it is moved by the superior energy, the living entity. Energies are always controlled by the energetic, and therefore the living entities are always controlled by the Lord. They have no independent existence. They are never equally powerful as unintelligent men think. The distinction between the living entities and the Lord is described in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.87.30 as follows. I'll read it. O Supreme Eternal, if the embodied living entities were eternal and all-pervading like you, then they would not be under your control. But if the living entities are accepted as minute energies of your Lordship, then they are at once subject to your supreme control. Therefore, real liberation entails surrender by the living entities to your control, and that surrender will make them happy. In that constitutional position, only can they be controllers. Therefore, men with limited knowledge who advocate the monistic theory that God and the living entities are equal in all respects are actually guided by a faulty and polluted opinion. The Supreme Lord Krishna is the only controller, and all living entities are controlled by him. These living entities are his superior energy because the quality of their existence is one and the same with the Supreme, but they are never equal to the Lord in quantity of power. While exploiting the gross and subtle inferior energy matter, the superior energy, the living entity, forgets his real spiritual mind and intelligence. This forgetfulness is due to the influence of matter upon the living entity. But when the living entity becomes free from the influence of the illusory material energy, he attains the stage called mukti, or liberation. The false ego, under the influence of material illusion, thinks I am matter and material acquisitions are mine. His actual position is realized when he is liberated from all material ideas, including the conception of his becoming one in all respects with God. Therefore, one may conclude that the Gita confirms the living entity to the only one of the multi-energies of Krishna. And when this energy is freed from material contamination, it becomes fully Krishna conscious or liberated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I'm just going to hold this moment. So yesterday was Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, and so big personalities and God himself, they appear and disappear. They don't take birth and they don't die. They appear, disappear. They manifest, unmanifest. That's all. But just like Krishna, when Krishna went, he then manifested himself into Srimad Bhagavatam. Now this is why we love Srimad Bhagavatam so much. This is Krishna himself. After leaving, he became Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's like Krishna himself. It's the literary incarnation. Same with the Prabhupada. So he's not with us in his vapu, in his form, but he's here in his vani. So this purports that we are doing, Srimad Bhagavatam purports, we are doing Chaitanya Charitamrita and many other books, they are Srila Prabhupada in his vani. That's his energy that is there. So like that. And in fact, this purport, to be honest, I don't know what I can tell you beyond what Prabhupada already told you. It's all there. And it's a wonderful purport because he's explained everything, that we are his energies and we are shackled by material energy and we need to be liberated. That's it. understood. That's what we're going to do. But anyway, we have some time so we can discuss it. But otherwise, he's already told us everything, what the problem is, what the solution is. It's already there. So last week, I think 7.4 verse, he discussed the inferior energy of the Lord, the material energy, or apra, shakti. There's so many different names to this, and that's like the earth, water, air, fire, ether. That's the gross, and then you got mind, intelligence, and ego, the subtle energies, but they're all still material. And in fact, our body is made out of those 8 inferior energies. So this body is really inferior energy. Our ego thinks we are something, but we're just inferior energy as far as the body is concerned. So Srila Prabhupada tells us, and Krishna tells us, that you are not actually this inferior energy. You have been given this for a reason, and this body could have been an animal, insect, plant, and it could have been anything, just inferior energy. Excuse me. But in fact, we are actually superior energy, which is the soul, the Atma, superior energy, which is in quality same as the Lord Himself. And this is where people get confused. They think we are God, but we are not God, because we are similar in quality, but not in quantity. That's the difference. We are different in quantity. God is unlimited. We are not unlimited. We are just a small speck compared to Krishna. And He tells in the Bhagavad Gita,